if you try your best, if you focus on something with all that is within you, and you are not thinking of going back anywhere,
Yeah.
it really works.
Yeah.
You might experience failure, but not really failure, but it's communication that you should make changes in this direction, but it really works. If you
Yeah.
give it your best, you are genuine about it,
Yeah.
the forces of this universe, the powers that be, and they see that you're not giving up, they just find a way of granting that which you desire the most.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fire, it's the authenticity. If it's genuine and you're all in, it really works.
Yeah.
You can only use the leverage of debt to invest into a business if you are very certain that the cost of your loan
Yeah.
is going to be lower than the revenues that you're going to get from your investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So debt is leverage,
Yeah.
but it must be used with carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to be delusional about it.
Yeah.
You need to be very certain that your cost of servicing debt is really low before you can think of using debt to start or to fund your enterprise. In my case, it was thoroughly based.
Yeah.
Yeah, just thought that we should clear that.
Yeah, you did well,
Yeah.
because some people will take away from this that they can just go borrow, borrow without
Yeah.
properly analyzing the type of returns that the business that they want to invest can bring them.
To a young person out there who has been struck by what we call an entrepreneur seizure or the spirit of entrepreneurship, you feel it within you that an enterprise is something that you want to go about your life. My guidance to you is that you start from where you are with the little capacity that you have, and you get into action. The business itself will teach you the gaps that you have, and that even the blessing or the help that you may seek, you will find it whilst you're already on a journey of entrepreneurship.
Hello and welcome to the Money and People podcast, the show where we connect the dots between financial success and the power of human capital. Today on the show, we are joined by Timothy Muwema, who is going to be discussing his company, which is called Jaymothy Investments, and we are going to be chatting on the topic building brands that last. Welcome to the show, Timothy.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening to our viewers. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm happy to share the little that I've known along this journey of entrepreneurship.
Okay. We are happy to have you.
Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine.
So, for those who don't know you, who is Timothy Muwema?
Okay. My name is Timothy Muwema. I'm 34 years old. Married in the marriage of 8 years, and I have 2 children, a boy and a girl. And basically, I go about my life as an entrepreneur. I sell products and services in exchange for money. So basically, in a nutshell, that is who Timothy Muwema is, and that's what I go about my life.
Okay. And I'm sure you didn't always start off being an entrepreneur. I knew you from university because we were together at CBU.
Yes.
So tell me, how did this journey into entrepreneurship start? How did you find yourself owning the businesses that you own?
Interesting. So growing up, I never, I'll be very honest, I never saw myself living my life as an entrepreneur. I come from a family of bureaucrats, or it is safe to say a family of people that are employees. Yeah. So it's never something that I planned or even envisioned myself. Um, what I was seeing my life was after completing my bachelor's degree from the Kobe University. I find employment, which I did, and work myself um, work myself up towards the ladder of employment, and offer my services to whatever highest position that was going to be possible. And that's what I used to envision myself going about my life. Fast forward, God has got his own ways in which he directs things. And I can safely say that my journey to entrepreneurship is uh, is very unscripted. It's not something that it's not something that I saw myself going into. But as life was unfolding, I I was able to make pivotal changes, which ultimately saw me living the life of an entrepreneur full time. And I'm very, very grateful to God for enabling me um, to trust in my abilities and also in my capacity, because going about my life as an entrepreneur full time is a rare blessing that God had given me, and it has enabled me to impact a lot of people. This is something that I really cherish every day, and in all honesty, all the bridges have been bent. There's nothing that I look forward to apart from living my life as an entrepreneur. So basically, my journey has been very unscripted and more or less like a very fluke. But in, in going about this journey, that's how I had to find myself and also find my purpose. And many people really get stuck and fail to even find themselves during this search. But I'm fortunate to say I managed to navigate my way out, and here we are. So it's something that really was unfolding and responding and making changes along the way. But I'm very fortunate to say I've enjoyed the journey, and I'm one of the privileged people that have made this pivot change from full-time employment into a full-time entrepreneur. Yeah.
Okay. So did you start off doing it on the side while you were still in full-time employment? Or did you just like wake up one day and quit and go all into your business?
Yeah. So we graduated from the Core Belt University in 2015.
Yeah.
I come from a very humble background, and if you're coming from a very humble background, um, the first the first start as you go about your life is obviously to offer your services to being to a private company or to a government entity in exchange for money. And the truth also, even what I've revealed, is that where I'm coming from, I never had this spark to just go straight into entrepreneurship. It wasn't there. Yeah. So the only thing that we were looking forward to was to land
A job,
a
ka?
corporate job.
Yeah.
Yes. So 2015, we graduate. The search for employment continues. And in 2016, I found my first employment with the Anti-Corruption Commission, where I was employed as a procurement officer.
Yeah.
So this was this was a dream job come true. Coming Being a fresh graduate, it offered me very lucrative pay that enabled me to put my start of my life together. So upon landing this employment, it helped me to establish a house. Um, it this job gave me the capacity to buy my first motor vehicle, and also facilitated my confidence and my capacity to also marry. So in 2017, I pulled off a wedding of my dream, because I had this capacity that I was getting from from the pay of my entrepreneurship, from the pay of my job. And so, for these things to really happen, um, my employment gave me access to loans which were salary based.
Ah.
So I acquired my first loan, which was 140,000,
Yeah.
salary based, to be repaid in a period of 5 years.
Yeah.
Part of this money uh, I used to buy my first motor vehicle, which
Yeah.
was a Makex.
Yeah.
And back in
Yeah.
2017, the Makex was not as prevalent as it is in
Yeah.
2025 on the
Yeah.
market. So I was trying to really bring to realization how I saw my life after school once I landed a corporate job. And the remaining money from that 140,000, because I spent about 80,000 to buy that Makex, the remaining money is what I used to facilitate my wedding. So at my wedding, I managed to do everything that I really wanted. It was a perfect wedding.
Yeah.
Invited musicians,
Yeah.
and we put it off. It was a success. And thereafter, as a newlywed couple, we jumped on the new Makex with my wife
Yeah.
um, for her honeymoon period.
Yeah.
First stop was in in Siavonga,
Yeah.
where we were for a period of 7 days.
Yeah.
After exhausting all the activities in Siavonga with my wife, we proceeded to Livingstone, and we were there for a period of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So all the money that we had after the wedding, we exhausted it during that period of our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And so when the time for the honeymoon came to an end, we came back to our marriage house, which was in Charleston. So coming back home, which was in Charleston, my pay had decreased because a large part of my pay was being deducted to repay my loan.
Yeah.
And all the monies that we had exhausted them from the spend of the wedding and also from the honeymoon.
Yeah.
So it was this period where I went through some frustration, because the reality now was set in. Cameras off, everybody has gone, nobody has to give you money anymore. You now have to navigate this life with your wife that you're starting on your own. So we are used of this life where when it's a weekend, would go out with my young wife in different places just to enjoy life. But we feel limited because we don't have money. Our pay also has been decreased, and so we are forced to stay at home because our finances are limiting us. So you open the fridge, in the fridge will just greet you with a lot of water, and this is water that you've put, not mineral water, but you've just put in the containers. Yeah, and so this frustration led me into a period of mindstorming uh, and navigating how we can really increase our capacity to earn. And obviously, my wife Salma would look at me and say, Mr. Muwema, the life that you had shown me, that this is the life that you're going to give me once we get married, and what we are really going through, it looks like there's a mismatch somewhere. Yeah. So it was through this process of mindstorming, brainstorming on how can we increase our capacity, our income, that led me into beginning the journey of entrepreneurship. So one weekend, we are seated at home. There was an email that I was supposed to send to my supervisor. So I needed a data cable to facilitate the transfer of information from my phone and my laptop. So my house in Charleston is just opposite the market, which is Charleston Small Market. So I go out there to look for this data cable, and what I noticed was that outside the market, there was no any business that was providing these phone accessories and electronics where you can buy that data cable. So everybody was just saying, if you want this, they're only found in town or in CBD. So somehow really showed me that there's a gap of these phone accessories and electronics on the market. Like in the local areas, nobody's providing it.
Yeah.
And so that's how come I saw that gap, and the interest to begin the side hustle began from there. Market gap, frustration, and that's how the journey of this side hustle began.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. And I have a lot of questions that I want to ask, but
Okay.
just to break the ice, there's
Yes.
one question.
Yes.
For your whole entrepreneurship journey that you've gone through, what's one word that you would use to describe it?
I would safely say unscripted.
Ah,
Unscripted in that the way I went about the journey of entrepreneurship is not like the way it is written in the books, or it wasn't anything that I really planned.
yeah.
Yeah, it was something that I navigated my way into as I was just making certain changes in my life, and ended up finding myself into the journey of entrepreneurship. So I would safely say the perfect word would be unscripted entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unscripted.
Yes.
Okay. And so now you decide that, okay, you're going to uh, bridge that gap from the gap and the frustration that you identified. You decided that you would be that person who would provide those types of, is it mobile accessories? Yeah. So how did you go about it? Because obviously, as a person, you were like an end user to these accessories. So now, how did you position yourself to be the one to supply these mobile accessories? Did you
Okay.
know people in the industry? How did you know, okay, this is where I'm going to source these accessories? This is how I'm going to price them so that I still make a profit. How did you just navigate your early days in this type of business?
Interesting. Um, so, um, as earlier on alluded, I'm at this position where I'm looking for ways to increase my capacity to earn.
Yeah.
And I've seen that my pay from my work has been reduced because of the loans that I've accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm trying to see uh, which gap am I going to fulfill,
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled upon phone accessories and electronics. So I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that people began to own more than one cell phone.
Yeah.
The cell phones began to be part and parcel of the Zambian citizens. One person would have two, but then for this cell phone to really function, it needs phone accessories such as the charging cables, the chargers, the phone cases, the glass protectors. But then people have not seen that these accessories are also needed to where people are staying. So that event where I was looking for that data cable showed me a gap on the market. And whenever you want to start um, to start a business or a journey of entrepreneurship, it's important to conduct market research so that you are certain that the product or the service that you want to offer is something that people in that market or that target market that you want to fulfill are looking for, and they're ready to spend money on this aspect. So I was very certain that that gap was there. So I pitched. The only challenge was that at that time I didn't have the capital. Yeah. So one day I sit down with my wife. I'm like, you know what? We our house is just opposite the area, opposite the market. And then when these accessories, it's like there's nobody who's providing them.
Yeah.
Considering our financial struggles, we have the capacity to increase our income if we are to open a retail store that can provide these accessories to the community.
Yeah.
The other thing also that I noticed was that there was one weekend I was trying to send money to my sister in Kabwe, amounting to 800 kwacha.
Yeah.
So it was on a Saturday. I go at the market. I wanted to deposit 800 kwacha. It was on a Saturday, around 16 hours. So I go at the market. Um, or what I was told was that the person that can transact this amount of money has knocked off. It was a knockoff around 14 hours,
Yeah.
being a Saturday. So um, any other uh, any other mobile booth were not did not have that kind of money invested in mobile money, because at that time mobile money was not really um, as big as it is now.
Yeah. People would run out of float just after a few transactions.
It wasn't taken serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. So I was like, if we have if we have a retail store, and in the retail store also we synchronize it with this mobile money, I think it would work.
Yeah.
So I pitched to my wife, say, okay, me, I've exhausted my capacity to access a loan
Yeah.
on my pay slip. But I'm confident that if you can use your pay slip, because she was also working as a teacher in the government by that time. If you can get me a loan using your pay slip, we can invest in this, and it's something that can really pull off and help us alleviate the financial pressures that we are facing, because our incomes are really tight. And so my wife is a number one supporter who really believes in me, and she consented to getting me that loan. So when she got me that loan, that house we're renting. So the second job was to convince the landlord to say, because at that time there was no office at the house. So convince the landlord to say, I can put for you, I want to erect a wall fence for the yard, so that we can be parking our cars safely. But then in return, I'm also requesting that I put up a shop in front using my own finances, and then thereafter you will be. I want to operate in the shop for a certain period of time. Then after a certain period of time, I get value for my investment, and then it shall remain yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she got that loan. The landlord also, I pitched to her. She accepted, and that's how that structure came about. And then I went to people that were already in this business, that was in central business area, to learn from them about sourcing and how I can really make this enterprise have its life in this local area. And from there, that's how we connected all the dots. In the beginning, I would spend most of my time working inside the business so that I can really understand the intricacies, and also trying to just build processes and operations on how to go about the business. So from there, in September 2018, our first TM mobile store was established and it became operational.
Okay.
So on a weekend, when I'm not working from the government, on a holiday when I'm off, I would be at my store working on the store while it's inside the store, because these are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, working on the business
Yeah.
and not in the business.
Yeah.
Why on the business? It was because I needed to really understand it so I can structure it to work even when I am committed at my work of anti-corruption commission. And so the journey had begun from there. Yeah, that's how we put it off to have the first store in 2018.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting. So it's been 7 years.
7 years. September this year, 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so you still have the one store for TM Mobile. How
Uh,
many stores do you have now? Because you're saying we opened the first one in
yes.
2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
we've managed to open our first store
Mm-hmm.
in Charleston at TM Mobile. By that time, I really didn't know a lot of things about business, about branding, but I was committed to learn from the people that were already doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I invested so much into self development
Mm-hmm.
with deliberate intention of enhancing my skills with regards to entrepreneurship because I was already on this journey. So all the revenues that we were, all the profits that were generating from the first store, we managed to reinvest them back into the store. Why was this possible? It was possible because my full-time employment and the employment of my wife, those pay that we were getting was the money that was facilitating for our day-to-day expenditures of meeting our home expenses. So this gave us room not to consume those profits.
Yeah.
So it gave us an opportunity to reinvest. On my Facebook page, I've shared some picture when I was in the store. There were just really few things.
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't a grand opening. It wasn't fully stocked.
Yeah.
It was just starting from where you are.
Yeah.
And so at some point, when we reinvested back into the store and the store had sufficient capacity, um, it still gave us that ability to continue keeping some profit away from the business.
Yeah.
So as we are saving what's coming from the business because we can't consume it, the savings also were accumulating.
Yeah.
So I'm seated at my office at my office at the Anti-Corruption Commission at my work, because my office was on top. It was a corner office on top.
Yeah.
So I looked down. As you know, the headquarters for Anti-Corruption Commission is located in the CBD of Lusaka.
Yeah.
So I looked down. I see a Lebanese guy
Yeah.
commencing the construction of the shops just opposite the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Yeah.
And then I just look at him like, oh, if we were to open TM Mobile here, it would really work because this is a high traffic area.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was very convinced to say, okay, this will also give us our ability to deploy the savings that we've been accumulating.
Yeah.
So I disembark, I go down, I approach him. He's just laying the excavations, the foundations and everything, just
Yeah.
marking.
Yeah.
So I approach him. Say, I'm interested to to rent what you guys want to build here. At least if you can give me a list to rent one of your shop. Then he said, yeah, no, we are building a shopping complex. We're likely to finish in the next 3 months. That was in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So like, would you mind if you can keep one for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he accepted, but he gave me he gave me some conditions. So he said, this is a very a very good location.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you want me to secure a shop for you, you need to pay me goodwill.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, you are just beginning the excavations.
Yeah.
So obviously, there are no shops here. No
Yeah.
one has operated from this location. So if you are saying I should give you goodwill, I'm paying you a goodwill. What goodwill have you developed?
Yes.
Then he was like, this is a game for CBD. If you want to get a shop that is road frontage in Lusaka
Yeah.
CBD, you can't just get it without goodwill. So if you want me to
Oh.
secure a shop for you, I need a 50,000 kwacha as goodwill.
What?
And you also need to pay me 3 months rent. I'm going to price my rent here to be at 8,000 kwacha.
What?
I also need the deposit. So you need to pay me 8,000 for 3 months and also another one for deposit. Like,
Wow.
that's quite strange. so so
Yeah.
here I came down. I was very confident I'm going to secure a shop to rent. Now I'm going back to my office. I'm like, how can I give someone 50,000 kwacha
What?
for really nothing?
Yeah.
And then I asked my colleague in the office, I'm like, you see, this guy is building shops there. I requested him that he can maybe secure one so that I can rent. But he's saying he wants 50,000 kwacha if he's to secure the shop for me. Like, ulina ndalama zosoberesa why?
Yeah.
Yeah, how can you give someone 50,000 kwacha for nothing?
Mm.
I'm like, but if you can give me an opportunity to open my store there, I
Yeah.
think I can make the money back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, don't waste the money like that.
Yeah.
So I go home to my wife. I'm like, you see, there's something I want to tell you. Yeah. Oh, share. So I tell her, opposite the office there, someone is, a Lebanese guy is erecting shops. So now, I'm thinking if we can get one from there, our team mobile can really make us can really make us a good return on our investment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think so? I'm like, yeah, it's a high traffic area, and this is going to be an opportunity for us to get into CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the guy wants the 50,000 for
50,000.
nothing, and he's calling it goodwill.
Yeah.
And then the 8,000 question by 4 months. And she was like, let's give him.
What?
You sure? Like, yeah. If she was like, if you are certain that once we open the store,
You make the money
we
back.
can get the return on our
Yeah.
investment faster.
Yeah.
Then there's really no loss. Let us give him. Oh no, okay, fine. So I'm going to set up a meeting with him. Then when everything is done, I want us to go together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to solicit for a meeting with this Lebanese guy. Say, okay, I'm ready to come and meet you, so that I can pay the goodwill and also the money for the rent. Because I am serious and I want to get at least one shop from this complex that you're about to build here. So then, okay, fine, you can come to my office. We arrange a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go there with my wife with cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go there with my wife with cash. We give this guy money. Then he says, no receipts.
What? It was off the books.
No,
Ah.
he says, no receipt. Okay, fine. So we gave him, and we just said to sign somewhere to say we gave him this one and he should secure the shop.
No receipt for the
For the
50,
50,000.
but you have a receipt for the rental itself.
We just said to write somewhere. we just said to write somewhere in the book.
That's why they say to be a business person, you have to be willing to take risks, because that was a huge risk that you took.
Yeah, but we were not worried. To some extent, the guy conveyed that we could trust him.
Okay.
Because where we met him, he had a shop. Now we met him at the back of his shop.
He can't run away.
No, yeah, so there were it wasn't a risk it was someone that was looking to be he conveyed trustability.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fast forward in 2020, he finished building the complex and he handed over the keys. He handed over the keys for the shop. And at the time to set up the store so that it can be operational. I didn't have enough money because most of the monies that we had saved, we gave him. So I went back to Zanaco because that's where my first loan was. Yeah. A word of caution to our viewers and our listeners. I accessed these loans, which were salary based, and I used these loans to invest into my retail business.
Yeah.
This meant that even when my retail business folded,
Yeah.
my full-time employment was going to help me repay back the loans
Yeah.
in full.
Yeah.
So you can only, I'm not, you can only use the leverage of debt to invest into a business if you are very certain that the cost of your loan
Yeah.
is going to be lower than the revenues that you're going to get from your investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So debt is leverage,
Yeah.
but it must be used with carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need to be delusional about it.
Yeah.
You need to be very certain that your cost of servicing debt is really low before you can think of using debt to start or to fund your enterprise. In my case, it was salary based.
Yeah.
Yeah, just thought that we should clear that.
Yeah, you did well
Yeah.
because some people will take away from this that they can just go borrow, borrow without
Yeah.
properly analyzing the type of returns that the business that they want to invest can bring them.
Yeah.
Because it's not every business that can actually end up. Some businesses end up, yes, being a success, but others just end up being lessons because maybe you end up not being successful. That's just the truth. We were saying last time that if you go to Pakra, you see how many businesses are registered
Yes.
versus how many how many businesses stand the test of time. There are probably very few.
Yes.
So you have to also be very cautious as you get these loans that you've done your mathematics and it's going to be able to at least bring you some returns that can help you stand.
Yeah, very true. And more especially if you're just starting up,
Yeah.
like you've got no experience of what the returns, the revenues, the profitability of this enterprise are going to give you.
Yeah.
I would not encourage that person without that experience to start with a loan and then backing it up that the enterprise is going to fund it. For a business where you are very certain of your numbers, you know your business numbers, you know your margins very well, that is when you can even make this good decision to see if the cost of servicing the debt can be swallowed by the revenues and the profitability.
Yeah.
So it sits well for a person with a reality of some numbers.
Yeah.
And not just the hallucinations.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my case, it was salary based.
Yeah.
And the reality of the matter is, for every person that is in full-time employment, once you just get into the system and you are confirmed, the truth is we do get these loans.
Yeah.
The stereotype for most people is when you get this loan, you buy a car.
Yeah.
If you already have a car, you get this loan, you invest in real estate.
Yeah.
Because if you are working and you are building a house somewhere in this country, that is a sign of success.
Yeah.
Nangavoye womanga kuti nangula kaploti nimanga pa yafika kwa so.
Yeah.
Then if you are doing that, it's more like you're succeeding.
Yeah.
So when I analyzed that, I saw that someone would get a loan, buy a plot, begin constructing, and then they will not finish the house.
Yeah.
The money will finish. They will have to wait for a period of 5 years to repay the loan.
Yeah.
Then just before the loan is about to finish, they'll go back for a top-up or apply for another loan and try to finish this project.
Yeah.
So this would prove that that house can only finish in a period of maybe after someone has gotten two loans, or maybe a period of 10 years somewhere there.
Even 15 years.
So when I saw that reality,
yeah,
from the people that I really found, I sort of say, oh, okay. Instead of going through this stereotype, how about I invest in a business? And then from the returns that can come from the business, if I want to now own a property, I can use that cash flow.
Yeah.
So let me get back to the second shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went for a top up.
Yeah.
A top up loan. That top up loan enabled me to finish setting up my second store for TM Mobile, which we opened in 2020 in central business area of Lusaka, and up to now it's still there. Okay. So now we had two stores, one from Charleston, another one in CBD. And because of my immense study and personal development, it was very evident that if we were to grow this enterprise, we needed to conduct what we call delayed gratification. This meant that whatever that was coming out from this business for a certain period of time, we were supposed to reinvest into the business instead of using the returns to expand or showcase our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we continue saving from the Charleston store and from the Chachacha store.
Yeah.
The Chachacha store actually was very fast.
Okay.
It was very fast. I can safely say that 50,000 that we paid that Lebanese guy, we managed to make it in the 4th month of being operational.
Really?
With that return.
Wow.
We continue saving.
Yeah.
Our lifestyle expenses are being met by revenues from employment.
Yeah.
The savings from the business, they continue accumulating.
Yeah.
So I'm going back home. I'm passing through Kamanga to go into Charleston. I see a shopping complex is ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Why don't we pop up another one here, because we have got some.
You see, guys, this is how business-minded people think. You just see buildings being completed. Other people, they see that as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I approached the landlord there, secured the shop to rent.
Yeah.
And we fast forward, we managed to open our shop number 3 at Kamanga. One of these days, I'm moving into Obama. I saw another shop for another shop for rent. Though it wasn't complete.
Yeah.
Yeah. I approached the landlord that can I finish where you've ended, make it ready, so that I can start operating it, and then whatever that I'm going to spend, you're going to recover it from the rent that I'm going to be deducting from the rent that I'm supposed to be paying you. This will enable you to start getting the revenue from this building, which you're not getting because you've not finished it.
Yeah.
They accepted it, and we opened our 4th store in Obama, and the model continued just like that. But then there's one important point that I want to emphasize. So during that period when we had one store in Charleston, so one weekend I woke up early. I opened the store around 6 hours. So I was there. I worked so hard on that day. My employees came, they found me, I was already open, and I'm already serving the customers. Until the time of closing, because I was closing being the fact that the shop was located in an area where people live, our closing time was 20:30, so as to benefit from the roaming of the customers as they are coming into their homes back from wherever they went. So we're knocking off at 20:30, and I really tried my best to at least close in as much sales as I can for my enterprise. So the daily sale at that end of day were $1,500. 1,500, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,500, I really did my best. I was there earlier. I applied myself.
Yeah.
When you're a graduate, sorry, not to limit anyone, but it helps you to self-analyze.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So no matter how hard I work,
Mm-hmm.
if I only have one store, my leverage is limited.
Mm.
Um, Here, I was saying myself to say, at some point, I need to become a millionaire. I need
Yeah.
to accumulate so much money so
Yeah.
that I can help so many people.
Yeah.
But then it showed me that if only I had one store,
Yeah.
my leverage was limited.
Yeah.
I then questioned myself, what is the possibility of having 1 million customers just come at least and buy something in one day? It showed me that reality of having that number of customers in that location and in Charleston was not realistic.
Yeah.
So even at a point when we arrived at a decision of opening more stores, it showed me that if we are to serve more people, we needed to um, unlock the limitation,
Mm-hmm.
which was taking the same stores in a form of a chain store and duplicating them in many more areas. And then when we opened the second store in Lusaka CBD, I saw the numbers increasing fast.
Yeah.
By the time when we were at store number 4, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is it.
Okay.
This is the first lane to impacting more people, to saving more
Yeah.
people. And our strategy remained the same. Um, Whenever we would see a shop for rent and our capacity was there, we continued opening new stores. And that's how, fast forward, we can safely say TM Mobile has got an establishment of 18 locations
Wow.
dotted across different parts of Lusaka
Yeah.
and also in Kawe. To
Ah.
our dear viewers, if you see TM Mobile, we're a local company. We are
Yeah.
customer funded. We continue to solicit your support
Yeah.
because we've opened these stores to save you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a word of caution: when something that you're doing is succeeding,
Yeah.
a person that has got a privilege to sit or command resources, many ideas and proposals do come from many people because they know that you've got money, you know that you've got capacity. They'll propose a lot of other different business ventures that would want you to
Yeah.
partner with them.
Yeah.
We remained focused to one business, to doing what we knew, and we never diverted our resources until we really got it right from the TM Mobile end, until we established not nearly perfect, but at least stable systems, processes, and operations that could really see the business before we took our attention to anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I've seen this debate on diversification and also maybe focusing on one thing.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you focus. When you've got capacity, then you can diversify, and that's the route that that we apply. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm in a class where I'm learning about business. I'm learning so much, and I'm wondering now, so at which point in this journey did you then decide to leave your full-time employment? Was it when you what triggered that?
Yeah, interesting. That is a very important question, I must say. So we continue with opening more locations.
Yeah.
At that time, our vision was to reach 100 stores dotted across different areas, different compounds
Yeah.
within Lusaka. We didn't even
Okay.
want to. We didn't even want
Yeah.
to go out. Was the first
When you
was
said 100, I thought you mean around Zambia, but that's
they say
within
let's saturate
Lusaka.
Lusaka. We saturate
Yeah.
Lusaka, and then we can think of going outside.
Yeah.
So, as these stores were being opened, I'm still working. I'm spending most of my prime time at my
At
work.
the office, yeah.
Yeah. So you find that I'm at my work. My phone will be buzzing time after time because there are one or two things that maybe need my attention.
Yeah.
People need my guidance, and somehow it became so clear that if I was to continue with a dual relationship of being in full-time employment, also presiding over this enterprise,
Yeah.
then I was supposed to limit um, the growth of my enterprise
Yeah.
so that I can lock in some time to perform
Your
at my
duties at work, yeah.
at my work. Alternatively, I would have to take a leap of faith, resign from my full-time employment,
Yeah.
and focus on my enterprise. So it was time to have a very uncomfortable conversation with my wife because she was an important person to this decision that I was supposed to make. So I tell her, that really, I'm not getting rest. Not no, and aside rest, this thing is really it's growing fast,
Yeah.
and the response from the customers is very good.
Yeah.
Um, if I'm to maintain these two, I have to limit the potential of the enterprise because I'm not giving it my prime location. Certain things are suffering.
Yeah.
But I'm very confident, I can feel it within me that if I'm to focus 100% on the enterprise,
Yeah.
I'll be more happier, I'll help a lot of people, and I'll also give you guys a better life as compared to if I remain in my corporate job. My wife just told me that I have already analyzed the revenues of our enterprise. They've already surpassed by a huge amount how much money you are making from your full-time job. However, I would just request that when you make this switch, you lock a part of this cash flow, these profits from the retail store into a real estate, so that we can have passive income coming through in an event that the retail store is not doing fine.
Okay, so that's where the apartments entered the chat.
Yes, fluke again. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. No, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me those blessings. Fast forward, I tendered in my resignation at Anti-Corruption Commission and focused on this enterprise.
Did you face any opposition? I know your wife. Your
Yeah.
wife is.
Yeah.
I like your wife. She's always your biggest fan, cheerleader.
Supporter.
Even when you're
Yeah.
taking the risk, I see that she's been taking the risks with you.
Yeah.
But what about from other family members
Yeah.
or other friends?
Yeah.
Because it's Anti-Corruption Commission. People
Yeah.
from outside, they just see, how can someone leave a secure job and
Yes.
go into full-time business? Did you face any people that were doubtful that you would make it?
So I called my sister from Kabwe, my elder sister, the one I follow.
Yeah.
So I told her on how things are going and what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah.
So she told me, "Mulebomba fe, fifina
Eh,
mulebomba.
eh.
You can continue working and
And doing
also
business on
doing
the side.
business. I can't advise you to. I can't advise you to stop." So that was a position. That was also the position of my mother,
Yeah.
and it was a position of everybody that I knew.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a position of everybody that I knew. But I also, upon listening to them, I would also see what they did not see.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I would see something that they did not see, and um, for me, all that I needed was my wife's blessings. So when she gave me those blessings, I was okay, and I proceeded. In the first 1 year, I had pressure on myself. I'm like, this thing has to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing has to work out. There's no way I'm going back to looking for a job. This thing has to work out. And then,
Yeah.
fortunately,
Yeah.
fortunately, I would say that we never saw any change in our lifestyle
Yeah.
because we already had built sufficient capacity.
Mm.
So actually, I saw a lot of advantages because now I had the time and I had the resources. So I just needed to use that time to deploy them to the purpose more efficiently and more effectively. And my wife has always supported me up to now, um, because I think everything that I've proposed, I've put it off. There's never
Oh.
been. You say there's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there is trust. You built trust by
yeah,
doing going by your word.
yes. And let me take also this opportunity. Uh, what I've really noticed, to be in all honesty, if if you try your best, if you focus on something with all that is within you, and you are not thinking of going back anywhere,
Yeah.
it really works.
Yeah.
It really works.
Yeah.
Um, you might experience failure, but not really failure, but it's communication that you should make changes in this direction. But it really works. If you
Yeah.
give it your best, you are genuine about it,
Yeah.
the forces of this universe, the powers that be, and they see that you're not giving up, they just find a way of granting that which you desire the most.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fire, it's the authenticity. If it's genuine and you're all in, it really works.
Yeah.
It really works. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
So, how long have you been doing the real estate side of your business now?
Yeah. So I'm out from my full-time job at the Anti-Corruption Commission. My assignment is all our monies is in the retail stores. So we have this active income.
Yeah.
As people may know, there are different types of income.
Yeah.
The income where you go for work, you're paid, that's active income.
Yeah.
And then there's portfolio income, which is income that you get from paper assets. Right? Let's say if you've got bonds, treasury bills, fixed deposit
Yeah.
accounts,
Yeah.
that's portfolio income.
Yeah.
And then there's passive income, income that you get from real estate investments and so forth.
Yeah.
So our, my next aim was to build passive income
Yeah.
so that the way the investment portfolio of our business was sitting could be safe if it is backed by something that would bring us income, whether we are working actively or not. So that's how come my first assignment was to build um, rental apartments.
Yeah.
So in at the I managed to I on a typical day, and
Yeah.
this is something that I would want to in most of my time, I've been focusing my time and my energy creating assets.
Yeah.
That is where I spend most of my prime energy.
Yeah.
What are assets? This is a work where you work once, maybe you leave, you still continue to benefit from the returns of that asset. When I was opening the retail stores for TM Mobile, the time that I would work the most is when I'm setting it up. So I secure a shop to rent. I pull the teams to set it up. So I've got the carpenters, I've got 2 people to do the branding. We do the recruitment, we do the sourcing, all those things. That's the time I was working hard the most. By the time I'm done, everything is setting. That asset, even if I don't visit there for the past 2 weeks or a month, the money will still come.
Yeah.
And I'll still benefit from that money because I am the owner of the enterprise.
Yeah.
So this time now, I'm focusing on creating this asset in form of real estate.
Yeah.
So the typical day would be on the project side. So this is something that has enabled us to move so fast because I see the iron of people spending so much time when you are really the vision, the pioneer, and you're spending most of the time on the active side instead of the creation side.
Yeah.
And a switch in the mindset would really make you move so fast.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I managed to build these 2-bedroom apartments, 3 of them.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, we had put monthly tenants.
Yeah.
Yes, and the price was 3,300, and they were paying us 3 months in advance in Ranchdale.
Yeah.
So we get our first tenants. We drafted the tenant agreements. Money would come 9,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apartments became full in no time.
Yeah.
And now trouble came in when the mindset of these tenants were more like feeling bad having to pay us that money, and they wanted us to spend all that money into the renovations. So they would create ways of destroying property, and then they really give me pressure so that I should spend that money back into the repairs.
Yeah.
And I looked at how much we had invested on the property. And I also see the math that is happening where these people are soliciting or creating problems that is making our return on that investment go back into the real estate again. So I look about 30 minutes to 1 hour before I sleep, where I just get to self-analyze how everything is going. So I'm like, this real estate thing,
It's not working out the way you wanted it.
something is not moving all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I punch in the numbers, the payback period on when I was going to get the return on the investment was not making sense to me. And so that's how come through that brainstorming and mindstorming, I stumbled upon serviced accommodation of furnished and serviced accommodation.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Then I looked, I searched about it, studied it. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do at my apartments. So I pitched to my wife, obviously.
Your wife, she's your number 1 fan. I hope you know that. She really supports you.
So so I'm like, okay. I was very confident that this was our cure to the problem that we were facing.
Yeah.
So I prepared a notice to quit. Finished one of my troublesome tenants at that time, and I gave them a period to prepare so they could find somewhere else. The reason behind the notice to quit was that I wanted to conduct major renovations, and that
Yeah.
would not have enabled them to have us to have them there.
Yeah.
So when that person left, I moved in,
Yeah. Yeah.
serviced it, and 20, I think it should be 2022
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
Opened the Facebook page,
Yeah.
Jaymothy Apartments.
Yeah.
25th December,
Yeah.
we had our first customer.
Okay.
With
Okay.
our first customer, um, we did our benchmarking. The price by that time was 1,000 for a two-bedroom apartment
Yeah.
per night.
Yeah.
And then that customer got it, they paid us. And then on the same day on Christmas, there were so many people that wanted. And then we only had one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay,
This is actually a good business.
this is it. Because those people, remember, my monthly tenants were giving me 3,300.
Yes.
1,000 per
Now you could
night.
make that in three days, 3 nights.
I'm like, this is 10x. I saw that
Yes.
as a way of like, this thing, oh, okay. And that was peak period, eh? Come January, we had tenants of tenants up to 1st January 2023.
Mm.
Oh, so you don't have any customers are calling.
Mm.
So you don't have any more. You only have only there. I'm like, oh, okay. Notices January
Oh,
2023.
to the other tenants. Oh my God.
So the customers were telling us our shortfalls, and we were
Yeah.
committed to make those corrections.
Yeah.
So we finished the second apartment, we finished the third apartment, and we came to learn about sponsoring the ads. We sponsor the ads, fully booked, fully booked, fully booked, fully booked.
Wow.
And it's 1,200. 1,200. I'm not working 1,200. What the?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how the Jaymothy apartments, fully furnished, fully serviced apartments, came to life.
Yeah.
Nothing
And I
scripted,
don't even want
unscripted.
him to go into the story of how they named it Jaymothy Apartments. There is a very lovely story on his Facebook that tells you how the name came about. So I want you to go to his Facebook and check Jaymothy Apartments,
Yeah,
right?
actually, our next podcast, we should have it from Jaymothy apartments.
Yes,
Eh?
exactly. We are always looking for cute spaces, and the pictures I've seen are amazing.
So next podcast, I'll give
Jaymothy.
you a very nice apartment.
Okay.
Eh?
We look forward to it. If
Sure.
there's one thing that I can tell the audience today is that this episode has been unscripted. There's something about this man which is unscripted because I gave him questions, but he's just told us his whole story without me having to ask him. So from unscripted business to unscripted interviews, your life is unscripted.
Pivoting
But
all the
yeah,
way.
but I
Yeah.
think I have learned a lot from our discussion, and I know our audience will. So, Timothy, in conclusion, what is one thing that you would tell an entrepreneur out there who's just starting out their business today, or someone who has even been doing business but they're scared of making that jump from a full-time job to entrepreneurship? What's one piece of advice that you would give to them?
Okay. I think that's a very important question. Um, so there are two people here. There's a young entrepreneur,
Yeah,
and there's someone who is maybe in full-time employment.
yeah,
Yes. So I would begin with maybe a young entrepreneur. To a young person out there who has been struck by what we call an entrepreneur seizure or the spirit of entrepreneurship, you feel it within you that an enterprise is something that you want to go about your life. My guidance to you is that you start from where you are with the little capacity that you have, and you get into action. The business itself will teach you the gaps that you have, and that even the blessing or the help that you may seek, you will find it whilst you're ready on a journey of entrepreneurship. So the work that you'll be doing is what is going to attract the resources that you're going to need. It is what is going to bring the help or whatever that you might need to make you fulfill your potential. A word of caution again to the young entrepreneur is that this journey of enterprise is a journey where you have to embrace personal development like your life depends on it. This is a journey where you have to study without an exam, and with whatever information that you shall learn, you are required to apply it because that's the only test. And as you start making a little bit of some money, a principle of delayed gratification has to be embraced. I know we are living in a time of social media, where there's a lot of fake life that is out there.
Yeah.
People are not real. Don't fall for the trap. Be original, be authentic, build it, don't fake it.
Yeah.
The period of building an enterprise takes time.
Yeah.
It's not a quick scheme, but if you're building anything that you're genuine about and that should last and impact many lives, it's a period of 5 to 10 years or beyond. But the good thing is that when you reach there, even the people that looked to have gone faster than you, you actually surpass them. But it's not about competition. It's about fulfillment, and it's about impacting lives genuinely. To a person who is a professional and they are in full-time employment, and yet they have also begun a side hustle or a side
Yeah.
business. If you feel you are meant for the enterprise world and you feel you can fulfill your purpose, you can impact more people on the other side. My guidance would be that you perfect the business while it's just still working. Do not be in a rush to jump on the entrepreneurship full time before its capacity can allow you.
Yeah.
This will enable you not to consume the profits or the returns from your enterprise. So you have an advantage of using your pay to finance your lifestyle and a chance to reinvest the
Yeah.
returns from your business back into the enterprise.
Yeah.
And then only when the returns from an enterprise exceeds your earnings from your full-time employment do you then have the permission to resign and focus on your full-time entrepreneurship. That is the realistic path of making this switch. However, it's not an easy decision. Most of the people that have actually jumped from employment into entrepreneurship have only done so after going through a lot of frustrations from the work or persecutions. If you are comfortable, you are being promoted, and you're getting that pay, it becomes very, very difficult to have that belief of standing on your own.
Yeah.
But you need to have this self-belief, and that there's no any life that is more other than fulfilling your potential. And you need to have this audacity to even make that switch, even when you are that comfortable. Creating an enterprise of your own is the best way of going about your life if at all you're called for entrepreneurship. There's nothing that beats the opportunities, the independency that the entrepreneurship journey brings to. Yes, you're going to face a lot of challenges. That is what this journey of entrepreneurship is always going to bring. You have to be resilient. The truth of the matter is that even when you shall face those challenges, the God that has called you for the side of entrepreneurship has already put in you the capacity to overcome all those challenges, and eventually everything falls into place.
Yeah.
So if you're on that trajectory, and if you're following my words sincerely, and I mean this as a person who has walked this path, and you follow these, I think that they shall help you make that decision.
Okay. Thank you so much, Timothy.
Thank you so much.
And for our audience, remember to follow TM Mobile. And if you in particular want to get accessories, you can find them in the different locations. I'm sure all the locations are listed on your social medias, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, they are. So we do not advertise to boast. We advertise because we are customer funded, and we continue to seek your support, our dear customers.
Yeah.
Our Facebook page is TM Mobile. If you are looking for serviced and fully finished apartment, our Facebook page is Jaymothy Apartments. Whenever you see TM Mobile store, whether it's in Chilenje, Shellstone, Avondale, or in Kawe, please walk in and support us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Timothy. And if the audience has any questions, feel free to comment them in the comment sections. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This has been the Money and People podcast. Thank you so much. Bye.